Have you ever wondered who Taylor Swift's father, aka Scott Kingsley Smith, is? Stay with me over the next couple of minutes and allow me to truly open your eyes just a little bit, taking you down a rabbit hole you never thought about digging into in the first place. Scott Swift entered into the financial business by becoming a stockbroker. He actually established the Swift Group, and we'll get to them here in a moment. But the Swift Group was a financial advisory group that is part of Merrill Lynch. This is the most important part, okay? And did you know that when Taylor sought to pursue her career in music, Scott relocated his company to Nashville, where he works as a top advisor and first vice president? And if anybody would like me to do a video on Taylor and her shady affiliations with UMG, just let me know in the comment section. But right now for this video, we're going to be primarily focused on Merrill Lynch, and then Scott Swift's affiliation with Merrill Lynch as well. But as you can see, Merrill Lynch & Co. is the former name of a prominent Wall Street investment firm. Since its acquisition by Bank of America in 2009, we'll get to why that's an important date right there. It has become known simply as Merrill and operates as a wealth management division of Bank of America. Now, this is one of the most important parts, okay? Prior to its acquisition by Bank of America, the company was a leading player in the subprime mortgage market, which collapsed in 2007. And as you can see, it was also acquired by Bank of America in 2009 in the wake of the 2008 financial crisis. You see where I'm going with this? In 2006, BlackRock just so happened to acquire Merrill Lynch Investment Management, expanding its retail and international presence. And in 2008, we'll get to why this is important here in a second. Amidst the financial crisis, the head of the Federal Reserve Bank of New York asked BlackRock to analyze Bear Stearns' mortgage-backed securities assets and determine their value. As we should all know, BlackRock plays a key advisory role to institutions across the globe seeking to navigate the financial crisis. And that's where we get to Mr. John Alexander Thane, right? John is an American financial executive and investment banker. He was president and co-CEO of Goldman Sachs, and then CEO of the New York Stock Exchange. Thane then became the last chairman and CEO of Merrill Lynch & Co. before its merger with Bank of America. He was also designated to become president of Global Banking, Securities, and Wealth Management at the newly combined company, but resigned on January 22, 2009. Ken Lewis, CEO of Bank of America, reportedly forced Thane to step down after several controversies, such as the losses at Merrill Lynch, which proved to be far larger than previously estimated, and the award of huge executive bonuses. Now, like I just showed you, right, John was the COO of Goldman Sachs, right? Goldman Sachs was criticized for allegedly misleading its investors and profiting from the collapse of the mortgage market during the 2007-2018 financial crisis. This led to investigations from the United States Congress and the United States Department of Justice and a lawsuit from the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission that resulted in Goldman paying a $550 million settlement in July of 2010. Now, if you would like to really know what Scott Swift's association with this was and his relationship with John and himself, please go check down in the comment section. Because there are some things and some associations with certain people that you can't actually talk about openly on a video on TikTok. But that'll connect the dots with Mr. Scott Swift for you. But let's dig a little bit deeper. BlackRock acquired Merrill Lynch's investment manager division in 2006, like I just said, right? In exchange for a 49% ownership interest in the company. But the deal also gave Merrill Lynch a 49.5% stake in BlackRock. And as we know, the remainder of BlackRock is owned by institutional and individual investors, as well as BlackRock employees. And if Merrill Lynch just so happened to have a 49.5% stake in BlackRock, then why are none of their members on the board of BlackRock? I'm not going to confirm whether or not those members have any association with what I'm about to show you, but pretty sure the answer is obvious for you to figure out. Did you know through mergers, the oldest branch of the Bank of America franchise can be traced to 1784, when Massachusetts Bank was chartered, the first federally chartered joint stock-owned bank in the United States. Now here's a little something about the Massachusetts Bank, right? The Bank of Boston traced its roots back to the Massachusetts Bank founded in 1784. It was only the second bank to receive a charter in the United States after the Bank of North America. The bank's charter was signed by John Hancock, and among its early account holders were such notable figures as Paul Revere, Samuel Adams, John Hancock, and Henry Knox. You know what's interesting about some of these names right here, right? I'll let you read this one for yourself. It's pretty interesting. I'm not going to lie to you. Can you see where I'm going with this right now? I'm sure everybody knows who they are, right? Just read this part right here, okay? Do me that favor. And as you can see, many of the United States founders, including who, and who. So this history goes back pretty damn far, with some pretty interesting roots, if I'd say. But see, in 2008, right, a lot of things changed. For example, Obama became president right in the middle of the financial crisis. And there's a lot more things I'd like to say out in the open on this video, but unfortunately I'll be issued a violation if I just so happen to say anything. But I'm pretty sure it's easy to connect the dots at this point. And if you're still with me at this point in this video, go check out the comment section and see why I specifically mentioned him. But boy, who doesn't just love being a Swiftie, right?